Fresh out of college, right when we left Ohio State, first thing I bought was this custom shop Strat, and it was a guitar that I've always wanted. And I went out and I saved all my money and literally spent all my money on it. Broke out of college, in a van touring. We were playing a show at a Coliseum in Fort Wayne, and after the show, we were loading out the guitars, and I just kind of glanced over at the guitar rack, and I noticed my guitar was missing. At that time, we just had one rack. Everyone's guitars and basses were on that rack, and I didn't see my guitar there. So I asked my tech if he'd seen it, and he's like, I could have sworn I put it back there. He starts to panic. If he panics, then I'm going to panic. So we started kind of flipping the place upside down, trying to find it, and we couldn't find it. Called the police. They came down. We filed a report. Looked at some security footage of to see if anything was we saw anybody take anything, and there was nothing to be found. And I think it was someone who was working the show that probably took the guitar and kind of knew where not to stand if you're going to steal something and not be on camera. And yeah, it was gone. Like 3 or 4 weeks ago, we got an email through our web support, and the email stated that I met a guy at a party, and he claims that he has your guitar. He wasn't sure if the story was true. He had heard the story, and so he verified. He confirmed with the guy. He's like, no, that really happened. And ever since he found out that it could be a possibility, he reached out. So if it wasn't for the gentleman who met this guy at the party, he connected the dots. We wouldn't have known anything about the guitar, and the other guy wouldn't have known who to reach out to. Once those dots were connected and we reached out to the actual owner, he said he didn't want to have anything to do with the guitar, a stolen guitar, and he wanted to get it back to its rightful owner, and saying that if he had a stolen guitar, he would hope that someone would do that for him. So out of kindness and good faith and honesty, he arranged to have the guitar dropped off at Sweetwater. And my buddy Ryan has been working there for a long time. We've known each other for a long time. And I asked him if he could kind of facilitate the delivery, and he met the guy, got the guitar, shipped it to me the next week. I mean, super lucky. I wouldn't even know the first thing to do to reach out, call customer service and be like, hey, can you guys take this guitar? So having that contact there and someone that I've known for a long time is what are the chances of that,
I was so happy to help you out, and the guy was as nice as can be. I mean, once he found out it was a stolen guitar, he was like, man, I just have to get this off my hands. I need to get it back to the owner. And he did ask me, he's like, man, when I play this guitar, he's like, it sounds like the same guitar you used to play on the recording for Crazy Game of Poker. Is this the same guitar? At the time, I'm like, I really don't know. You have to ask Richard that. So
at the time we recorded that song, I could not afford to own my own guitar, so that was not this guitar. But I played that song many, many times with this guitar.
Nice.
Yeah, out of curiosity, I know a handful of your songs. So what kind of more popular songs or hit songs have you played on that or recorded with that?
And anything on In Between Now and Then, definitely Hey Girl. It was Hey Girl, Risen, the album Risen, our live record at 930 Club, Anytime Out. And I would have used it on 34th and 8th, our live record at Hammerstein, but that was right before I got stolen. So.
When are you going to come back and play Fort Wayne?
I don't know. I mean, we'd love to. That'd be amazing to come back. I mean, we'll be in Indianapolis over the summer. That's probably the closest we'll be to Fort Wayne. But I've always wanted to stop by the Sweetwater facility and just go down that damn slide that I see on.
Bring the bus through with the guys. It'd be great to have you guys here.
Yeah, that'd be amazing.
And the new album's out now?
Yes. We put out a new record called The Mighty that came out on the 29th, March 29th. So we're getting ready to go on tour, and really excited to play all these new songs forever.
Yeah, I was going to ask you. You probably need to tune that up a little bit, but will that be out on tour with you?
I was on the fence because I was like, well, I definitely don't want it to get stolen again. I think our system and some of the places we're playing now and our crew, that's very unlikely. that it would happen. So I think I am going to bring it out. I just got to get it back in playing shape and get it set up. I was telling Ryan earlier, the strings are so old. And they could be the original strings. They're like half black and half rusted and tarnished. Yeah, if I can get her up and running, and I think she will, because she plays pretty decent without being set up, she'll be on the road. Yeah.
Can you play it right now?
Let's see. Sounds alright.
Nice. Yeah, I saw those strings were pretty old and worn down, but I'm like, man, I just have to get this to you the same way it was delivered to me so you could see. And it had the original guitar strap on it from the night it was stolen, too.
I was really surprised to see that strap. I haven't seen it. I mean, the last time we saw it was with this guitar, so.
Have you been able to show off the guitar to the other guys or share that story with them?
Yeah, they're all in disbelief. I mean, they're just as in disbelief as I am. I mean, they remember that night clearly, and I was literally sitting on the curb crying because I was so bummed. Had no guitar, had no money, didn't know how I was going to finish the tour. So they were super supportive. They know the story. Once I told them that email came in, they were just like, get the hell out of here. There's no way. And once we vetted it and realized that it could be real, yeah, they're so happy.
Everyone that I've told the story to here at Sweetwater is just blown away. I showed a few people your guitar when I had it at my desk, and they're like, that thing looks awesome. I tell them the story, and they're like, that is amazing. So
yeah, I mean, one thing about this guitar is it's from like a mid '50s, like a '56 relic type of thing,
Mhm.
and most of those necks are like these huge baseball bat necks, but I always loved the V, and then later on they got rid of the V and the necks got smaller, but this has a pretty small neck compared to a lot of the mid '50s, so and it had the soft V, so that was like I'd never seen a '56 relic that kind of had that neck size. It was made for my hands.
And the gentleman that returned your guitar commented on how much he liked the neck, so I got him in touch with our Fender rep, and he might get a custom shop built with that same type of neck, so he can have a guitar like that for himself.
Oh wow. So do you know anything about so he bought it off of Craigslist? That's kind of what.
That's what he told me for like $300.
For $300.
Yeah. And he said, he's like, I want to remain anonymous. I don't want to file a report. I just want to get this back to Richard. Once I found out that it got stolen, he's like, I just don't want anything to do with this. So, but yeah, $300. He's had it for about 2 years, and it's probably been floating around Fort Wayne for that 15-year period. And
Probably has. I mean, I'm just curious. I mean, I feel like the guy that stole it, or whoever stole it, probably thought it was a real. This is right when kind of like founders started relicking these custom shop stuff.
yeah,
It wasn't like a really well-known thing, and he probably thought it was a real '56, which would be upwards worth, I don't know, $50,000 or something like that.
yeah.
So maybe that's one of the reasons why he snagged it. But for $300, I felt bad because he was giving the guitar back, and I thought he was in the hole like maybe $2,000 or something, because that's kind of what these go for. Not that I don't feel as bad, but it sucks he's out of a guitar and that he still paid for it. But I'm super thankful, man. What an amazing person.
That's great.
He's got good karma coming back around, I think.
Major karma points.
Yeah, I invited him out to the show, and Ryan, if you're around, if you want to come out to the show, I know it's a hike for you guys.